Good afternoon, y'all. We have been summoned to start the vlog. 5 weeks to Turkey. So yeah, exciting times. Um, to be fair, I think I'm pretty much on track. So like obviously gone back on sort of last year's data in terms of body weight, body sort of composition, and I feel like I'm in a good spot, which is a good place to be. Currently, food is in a decent place for me. To be fair, I think training day at the moment we're sat at around 2,700 calories, I think, and rest days around 2,200. So I've been in a much worse position at this far out from holiday. So yeah, it's not too bad. Hunger's pretty decent at the moment. Not really feeling too hungry except for a rest day, but that's pretty standard. So yeah, I'm just going to run you through where I'm at, where I'm heading, and obviously what the goal is. And then I'll just take you along a little bit for the ride. See, if you buy into the journey and like what you see. Obviously, give me as much feedback as you possibly can, because this is probably going to be a little bit raw, a little bit edgy. As I'm not really the best at speaking in front of camera, but I suppose it's the same as anything. The more you sort of do it, the more you sort of relax, and the more you sort of get into the zone of things. So daily routine at the moment is wake up, get hydrated. So I use Hydromax. So one scoop of that with about a litre of water, to be fair. Take my morning vitamins, which is the usual sort of essential vitamins that you should be taking anyway. So your vitamin C's, your krill oils, B12, D3, just your general health and well-being vitamins, really, to be fair. And then we get in meal one, which is one bagel thin, two low-fat bacon medallions, 20 grams of light Philadelphia, 200 grams of egg whites, one whole egg, and 75 grams of grapes. And I absolutely love it, to be fair. That's the same training day and rest day, so food stays the same for breakfast, which I'm happy about, to be fair. However, that did start at two bagels, then we went to a bagel and a half, and now we're down to one bagel. So hopefully we hold on to that last bagel. But if we have to go to just the egg whites and the bacon, then so be it. We'll see what happens. So yeah, get that in, and then we clock up a few steps. Only like 10 minutes just to sort of get digestion moving, sitting in a nice space for the day, and then we just crack on with client work. So yeah, check-ins. Obviously doing check-ins every single day, 7 days a week, which is good. I enjoy it. I love to see the team pushing forward. I love to see the ins and outs of people's weeks and hearing the client wins, but also I like to hear people's struggles, because that's where I feel like I can really help and sort of understand the person, the individual that's going through the journey. I think like for someone who's only 34, I say only 34, that is getting old. That is getting old, but for someone at my age, like I do feel like I've had quite a lot of lessons in life, which I can pass on to my clients and help them along on their journeys. Especially from my starting point as well. Obviously, where I was, 21 stone, in a bad place, mentally, physically. Just on a bad path, spiraling out of control, to be fair. So I know how to deal with the struggles of fat loss. I know what it takes to get to where you want to get. I think that does help me and helps my clients, because they can see that I've been on that journey, and the things that I'm telling them, they're actually listening, because they know I've walked that walk, and they know how I know how it feels to be in their position. Obviously, not everything. Some people have different issues and different problems in life, but I generally believe that when we do get these issues and these hard times, those are the things that make us, and those are the things that bring us better and make us better mentally and physically. And all the struggles that I've been through, I wouldn't change any of them, because I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't be in this position today, coaching as many clients as I do and helping as many people as I can to achieve the results that they want. So yeah, I'm blessed to walk through the struggles, come out the other side, and even to this day, not every day is plain sailing. So yeah, gym done, pulled today, sorry. However, I am nursing a bad back. I probably will put up a couple of clips in this video. Not too much load going on at the moment. I'm just trying to sort of get that connection, sort of feel that blood into the muscle before I sort of do any further injuries to my back. Post-workout meal done, which was Cocoa Pops, 60 grams, 40 grams of whey, 1 bagel thin and 10 grams of jam. And obviously pre-workout, which I haven't mentioned, was 70 grams of cream of rice. If you don't know, get to know. 40 grams of whey, 50 grams of frozen blueberries and 10 grams of peanut butter. 10-minute steps, just boxed those off. Now we're back in the office, boxing off the late check-ins, naughty, and then getting some new starters set up and catching up with clients. So yeah, stay tuned and I shall take you into the next part of the day. Let's go. So we have wrapped up check-ins. Literally now just about to prepare meal 4, 150 grams of raw weight chicken. Then we have jasmine rice, 40 grams dry weight. I do prefer to cook my rice rather than the microwave stuff, as I believe it tastes nicer, with a little bit of veg and 1 apple. That is literally it for meal 4. Not a massive meal, down to poverty portions on the rice, but it is what it is. It hits the spot, does the job, and then we'll move on to meal 5, which will be 150 grams of lean beef mince, 175 grams of dried potato, which I tend to just cut up and make some chips in the air fryer, and then 50 grams of chili con carne. And then last meal is a banger, but I'll leave that one for a little bit later. So yeah, preparing this meal now, then we will get back to the laptop, get some new starters set up. I think there's 3 to do, which I'm really excited to get amongst, get them moving forward. Good big goals ahead for them. And yeah, it's always nice to work with new people. Motivation is always high. And yeah, it's good to see people making that change to their life. And one thing I do want to touch on is, it is a lifestyle change. It is something that you need to stick with, and it doesn't just happen overnight. I think us as coaches probably not sell the dream, but doing these sort of 8, 16, 20 week programs, whatever it is, probably makes people feel that they can get into the shape of their life in that time. Yes, you can make dramatic changes, within that period of time, but it's all well and good getting to that point, but then you have to continue from there. You can't just go back to your old daily habits after putting in that much work, because it's easily lost. Without that accountability and without that motivation to show up on a daily basis, things can slip away quite drastically. I'm not saying that you need to stay with your coach forever, but the things that you are being taught with your coach, just make sure you're implementing them on your daily basis whilst you're out there on your own. And if you need that support, then just drop somebody a message. These coaches out there, including myself, we all just want to see people be the best version they can be. So if it's just a little message to say, I'm a little bit stuck here, can you help me with this or help me with that? I'm pretty sure every single one of us will be willing to help. Okay, we want to help people. We want to see people, excel in life, not just in their physique and their mindset, but their everyday life with their jobs, their children, their family, going away on holidays, feeling comfortable, with more energy, with more confidence. 6:15. We are now trying to box off these steps. I probably should have mic'd up, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not sure whether the audio is going to be very good, because it is blowing a gale up Old Penavant, blowing a gale. But steps to do. This is one thing I'll be straight up and honest with, is something I hate doing, something that I struggle with, to be fair, as I'm pretty much sat down most of the day unless I'm training. But yeah, can't complain. Work block 2 finished off, so all check-ins done. 2 new starters set up, which I'm excited to get going with. Lots of big goals in place for them, so I'm pretty sure now, with the plan in place, with the accountability, they will absolutely tick those boxes and get to where they need to be. So yeah, we're just getting some steps in now. I think we're on about 5k steps. Step goal for the day is 10k, so we've got a bit of walking to do, which isn't ideal with the back the way it is at the moment, but regardless, we get it boxed off. Like I said, we're locked in, and we're coming to Turkey in the shape of my life. Probably left it a little bit late to lock in like I need to, but this year, to be fair, has just been focusing on clients and the business and just making sure everything is running as smoothly as it possibly can. So yeah, just get these steps in now. Back home then, meal 5, see the family, spend some time with them, and then we do it all again tomorrow. Let's go. We are 1,500 steps in. My lower back is killing me. I've even got a belt on just to support, but it is in horrific pain, so I'm pretty much hobbling around. So the last couple of weeks, my lower back has been really sore. I honestly don't really know what it's from. The only thing I can put it down to is my mattress, which I am going to have to sort. But Wednesday just gone, I haven't trained legs for a couple of weeks, just trying to sort of do away with the load on the lower back and stuff like that. But Wednesday, I thought, well, I haven't trained legs for like 3 weeks now. I'm just going to start with a little light load because the back wasn't feeling too bad. We did 3 exercises. We went into the 4th, which was a hack squat, and I felt somewhat like, not pop, but really pull. I was in agony, so I ended up in A&E, which was a waste of time. So yeah, we're just trying to deal with the pain as much as I can with like stretching and just keeping an eye on it with certain things. But it just doesn't seem to be getting any better. And funny enough, when I'm training, it doesn't actually feel too bad. It's just when I'm doing like usual daily activities like walking, sitting around, it's just really sore. So yeah, like I said, we're like 15 minutes into the walk, and I know I need to walk for probably another half hour, which isn't ideal at all. So yeah, we'll get it done, but slower pace than usual. Slug's pace. But yeah, it's quite a nice peaceful evening up here, to be fair. I'll show you about. Let's have a look. There we are. Up a pond, up a Pen y Fan. Some nice little sceneries. Peaceful, very peaceful. So yeah, I'm going to stop whinging and just carry on getting in those steps, and hopefully I reach my 10k, or I might have to get lifted out of here on a lift home. We shall see. Let's go. Day two of the cut, the holiday cut incoming. Diced. Yeah, weight 0.8 of a pound down overnight. I think we are 95.4 kilos, so definitely the lightest I've been this year so far. Midsection now starting to come through nicely. However, back is in a little bit of pain this morning, so we'll just see how this session goes. It's not going to be nothing too strenuous. I'm just going to sort of play it by ear as the days go on. but nonetheless, we get it done, we do all we can, and you know, if it's just burning calories, it's just burning calories. But we'll just try and get the best connection with the muscle as we possibly can. So yeah, meal 1 and 2 done, pre-workout in. I'm just going to run you through what I'm taking in terms of supplementation for my sessions, and then the team are en route to pick me up because we are going to Planet Fitness Tredegar today. A little bit different. I haven't trained there for a long time, so it'll be interesting to see what new kit is there. There's always some nice kit up there, so looking forward to that one. And then finish off with obviously the cardio, and then back to client work this afternoon. So yeah, intra workout we have 15 grams of Essential Gains by Conta. We have 1 scoop of Hydroflow by Conta. I think it's like a 5 gram serving. That is cherry, and the EAA is strawberry and lime, so it does mix quite well. And then obviously we've got creatine and glutamine in here as well. I prefer to take it intra because I just remember to take it. If I just do it different times of the day, sometimes I miss it, so it's always good to get that in whilst I'm training. And then pre-workout of choice at the moment is Defib V3. This is the Cherry Aid, really nice. Nice little bit of a come up off it, and it doesn't leave me feeling rubbish after some of the cheaper stimulants out there. So no itchy face, no crashing, so that's why I like that one. And then we have the Vascumax by Strom, which I've used probably for the last 3 years, I'd imagine. I do mix it up every now and again, but I always come back to the old faithful. This is the Unicorn Piss flavour, which is quite sweet, and I've got a sweet tooth, as you can probably tell by the choices of flavour. Cherry, strawberry and lime, cherry, so yeah. But yeah, feeling good. Like I said, back's playing up a little bit, but I ain't going to moan about it. Well, I am going to moan about it, because I do feel sorry for myself. But regardless, shit gets boxed off. So yeah, excited to see how the session goes now. I may record some of it, take you through for the ride, and I'll fill you in then with the rest of the day. Probably show you my boring post-workout meal, Cocoa Pops, standard, and we'll go from there. Let's go. So here we are, Planet Fitness, Tredegar, the 3 amigos getting a session in for Appa today so we can accommodate Lo. She didn't fancy a leg session, she didn't want to be beasted by the boys.
Neither did Josh.
So yeah, getting it in, we'll take you through the session, potentially look at giving you a few pointers along the way, depending how sort of into the session we get. Sometimes we want to get the head down, train, get it done and get out. So yeah, in for Appa at Tredegar. Yeah, some nice kit on offer, so we'll have a little look around, see what we want to use, and show you along the way. Let's go. Hey. 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 Boom. Side lateral to start. Get those delts warmed up, get the blood in. Let's get it pumping, baby. Let's go. All right, come on through. Up. Here we go. Yep, nice. Go on, boy. Same again, Anne. Good. Just drag it through. Nice. Here we go. Way up. Come on. Drag. Drag. Up. And again. Drive. Drive it through. Come on. Finish. Good. Nice work. Go on. Exercise 1 boxed off. Nice bit of blood now in the delt. Lovely stuff. We're now off to find a shoulder press. So yeah, 2 sets on the first exercise. Both side delt. Like I said, get that blood in, get nice and warm. And now we smash the shoulder press and send some fucking numbers north. Let's get it. Ooh, I was expecting a firmer seat.
What, is it squishy?
No, it's rock hard.
That doesn't make sense.
I was expecting a firmer.
Firm is hard.
Oh, is it? A softer seat then.
Firm means protein.
We thought we found the machine we wanted, but
22 minutes in and 1 exercise done.
the machine was falling apart, so we're aborting mission. We're off to find another press.
If I breathe, it squeaks.
Squeaky vibes. Anybody got a can of WD-40 on them, or? So a little tip for the shoulder press for me: keep your chest nice and high, nice and proud. A slight arch in the bottom of your back allows me to get that more connection through the shoulder, like this. Control down, up, nice and controlled. Pulling that blood all the way through the muscle. Warm-up sets getting done. Huh? Nice so. What do you think, chaps? Bit of you, or? Yeah. So today we've decided to switch up to the park where Lois going to go on the swing. Just waiting for Chappie to come back from the pisser to give her a push.
Interesting.
I quite like it, I think it's quite nice. Yeah, so the only thing about, like, obviously training in new gyms and stuff is you don't quite know what weight you need to be using for set machines, so
At least you two are probably doing first all the time.
we did first set, we needed 8 to 10 reps, we ended up on about 14, so this is now going to be working set, but we'll see. Again, cleat planted, feet planted for stability through your core, chest nice and high. Here we go. Up. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Oh. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Boom! Nice. 11 or 12, I think. So again, missed the reps. Touch too light, but to failure, so we'll take it. We move on. Exercise 3. We are on to the hoist row, which is very, very nice. Haven't used this machine for a long, long time, but gets you where you need it to. Doing single arm or? Yeah, do single arm.
Oh, that's not mine.
Isn't that?
No.
Yeah? Yeah. 10 is good. Right. Lowe's had a meltdown, so she can get back into the set now. Sorry about that. Hey. Boom. Got that feathering on his arm. Feathering on your arm. So you know you're lean. Because we're in Tredegar. It's dusty. Come on, hello. Here we go. Easy work. And again. Wraps in there. There's plenty in there. 2 at least. Here's your 1. And again. Drive. One more. Up. Squeeze. Nice. Good. That's stars because we're all hungry.
Not sure it's
It's Chappie having a hypo. But Low reckons. What do you reckon, Low? Hypos don't exist.
exist, but he's not diabetic.
So he's not having a hypo. Just being a pussy, so man up.
Have a fucking nice sandwich after.
Bosh. Done.